Got a little bit of time to work on the Barracuda this evening. Yesterday I was able to get 2 more cans of primer on the floor here. I got them in the mail yesterday and went ahead and sprayed them on here, and it looks a whole lot better. It's got some really good coverage, and I think it'll be just fine. But now, between today and tomorrow, I'm going to try to hopefully get this painted by tomorrow evening. I got some cans of paint that I ordered at a local shop, and they're going to have them in tomorrow, and mix them, and I'm going to pick them up, and I'll come here tomorrow evening and hopefully try to spray this. But today, I was able to get a little tube of seam sealer. I got to apply that to all these little seams. The factory had seam sealer in it before, but it was brittle, and I chipped it out and before I primed it so that I could put some new stuff in and some stuff down in here between here, especially on that side, because I had to replace that floor pan so there's none between the rocker and the floor pan over there. But I'll show you real quick the tube of seam sealer I got. Hopefully it's decent. I would say it was not very cheap. SEM black seam sealer. I'm just gonna paint over that. It probably will bleed through that yellow paint, but I don't know, we'll see how it goes. But I'm gonna go ahead and apply that stuff. All right, I'm about to apply the first bunch of this stuff. I've never used it before. I've used caulk, but not seam sealer. So I'm not sure how well it spreads, or I don't know. I'm not sure how it's gonna work. I'm gonna probably use something to spread it with, like a putty knife or whatever. Maybe a piece of cardboard. I don't know. I think I might do one seam at a time because I really don't know how fast this stuff sets up either. I know it's supposed to stay somewhat, not hard. We'll see. That looks pretty good. This one's gonna be a little more difficult up underneath the pedals here. I'm gonna try to use a latex glove to smear this stuff out. I'm kind of worried about how sticky it is if it'll pull. It seems pretty smooth. This might be the go-to method right here. That's beautiful, like factory. All right, I'm gonna do the rest of it. I'll move on to somewhere else. So the latex glove method worked pretty much perfectly, except I almost immediately drug a hole in my fingertip and got it all over my hand, or my finger. But so I think I'm just gonna try to go a little further. I'll try to do most of the floor before I wipe it, because I think I have enough time to do that, I hope. And then I'll show you how it looks. I just got to do this back seam, the 2 rocker side seams, and I think I'm gonna try to do around the shifter hump. So I'll get back to you after I get that finished up and show it to you. Hopefully 1 tube is enough. Okay, well that went pretty well. I just finished up smearing it all and put a little more in a couple little areas, but I'm pretty happy with the way that came out. You definitely only want to do like 1 or 2 seams at a time, because it does haze up and get tacky and start to dry on the outside of it. But it's actually really easy to smooth out, and it's just easy to work with, I guess. And I've never used it before, and I didn't have any trouble with that, really. I think it came out nice. So for reference, I'll show you the factory, what they did. Check this out. There's some factory seam sealer work. Looks like they used their freaking grill spatula to spread that crap out. But yeah, so I'm stoked on it. Worked good. And it seems like you paint it almost instantly. And the bottle even says that. I got it today just because I figured it took time to set up so I could paint it tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, it says top coat time 0 to 24 hours. I guess That's a window that you can top coat. I don't see why you couldn't top coat it after that, but whatever. It seems to work really nicely. So yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna try to get those cans of paint and I'll try to turn the floor yellow like the car. So see you then. All right, it's the next day. I just finished scuffing all the floors with some just some Scotch-Brite, vacuumed it back out, and it's ready to be painted. I went and picked up 5 cans of this single stage yellow for the floor after I got off from work. It's this stuff here, Custom Fill SEM, and hopefully that's enough. 5 cans. If it ain't, it's just gonna have to be, I guess. So let me start spraying it. Okay, let's see how this stuff does. I guess I'll try to do a light coat at first and come back over it, hopefully. Alright, I'm about to start spraying the 3rd can here. It's still not even 1 coat on the whole floor. I got this area right here to finish. So I'll definitely be able to get that with this last can and maybe start 2nd coating this stuff. So I guess I'm kind of pushing it with 5 cans, but I think it'll be just enough to... And it's not going to be really a heavy coat or a heavy 2nd coat, but I think it'll be alright. But I'm going to keep getting it. Okay, just finished off my 5th and last can of paint, and I was able to get 2 decent coats on all this. Pretty happy with that, but man, it was pushed right down to the end of that can. But I mean, I think it looks pretty decent. Not bad at all. Definitely good enough to be covered up with carpet. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I just wanted it to kind of look like factory. I didn't want to just rattle can it black. It's freaking burning up out here. I'm sweating and it's very fumey. So I'm going to get out of here, let this thing dry, and that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching.